So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number in the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
Jäätä, joulupukki tuli. Nyt on jäätä.
Knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. One of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000. But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15 degree per hour drift. Now,
now I have my 3 long pieces and my 2 side pieces all cut out. You know what I've done? Yeah, I've done it wrong. So close. So close. However, actually, does that work? Does it kind of work? I was so clever. This is supposed to join this like this with these cutouts on the underside by not asking myself the question, hey, am I cutting this upside down? I screwed these up entirely. Now I have to make another set of them. Another pair.
You know, coming from a different world and only being a politician for a short period of time, how am I doing? Am I doing okay? I'm president. Hey, I'm president. Can you believe it, right? It's so great to be at Mar-a-Lago with friends and the press and the media and everybody. Frankly, if Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote. The only thing she's got going is the woman's card. Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. But Hillary Clinton is a bigot. Hillary is so corrupt. During the campaign, Vice President Pence promised that our administration, because Mike's very much into space, would revive the National Space Council. I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack. But we do have a very special relationship. In fact, I'll get that little piece of dandruff off. That little piece.
Finland is the happiest country in the world.
Finland is a happy country.
What can you learn?
China would right now be the most powerful nation economically in the world, and right now they're not even close. No Americans were harmed in last night's attack by the Iranian regime. We suffered no casualties. Anybody that needs a test can have a test. People come up to me, they shake hands, they put their hand out. It's sort of a natural reflex.
Ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot
Because
of
it
people
comes
say
from
it's
China.
racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like him to go back to the State Department, or as they call it, the Deep State Department, if you don't mind. I'd like to have him go back and do his job. So does anybody have any question? Please. So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? I can be more presidential than any president that's ever held this office. That I can tell you. It's real easy. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Racist symbol, but the vast majority of people believe that it's a symbol of heritage. It's a symbol of our history that people think is associated with the South, and the South was fighting for slavery. That's a common misconception about what actually took place. When you study the history, that was one thing that the war was about. People don't go to war for one issue. I mean, I'm not a historian. I mean, you're putting me on the spot for something you know.
Mm-hmm. So we got one thing that the war is about, slavery. What are two other things that the war is about?
The Confederate, in general, the war was about tyranny.
What is tyranny?
Tyranny is any time a government overreaches and they control a life too much.
Like slavery.
What?